this episode, we're going to talk about 3 marketing myth busters that we often get asked all the time, and with a lot of the businesses that we work with. So if you are a business and you don't think you need marketing, maybe if you're someone that offers marketing and you need to explain to someone you need marketing, or if you're just on the fence, you're like, hey, my business is doing pretty well without it. Do I really need to add it? We're going to hit on all 3 of those things, maybe in a different way than you expect. But first, who the heck am I? My name's Lucas, and I work with an agency called Growing Media Marketing. We help any size of business grow with video marketing, website development, SEO, graphics, whatever. When we can design your logo, we can start from scratch. We can do anything. We are a full-fledged marketing agency here in Southern Illinois, but we travel all over the world to help any type of business grow. We just care about growth. That's why we call it Growing Media Marketing. It's in the name. Anyways, welcome in. If you've not seen our episodes before, we're happy to have you here. Sometimes we do interviews. Sometimes it's just me on the camera, and I'm just hitting on a topic like we are today, hitting some, myths, some marketing myths, or, sometimes we talk about personal development or, how maybe some things that you're doing wrong in your business. Anyways, today, let's just hit on those 3 things, and then we'll be out of here. So then you already know either not to do these things or to do these things. So hope you're ready. All right. First one is my customers are not on social media. Literally, we've had people tell us this. It's one of the most wild things you could say nowadays. And I know maybe you're watching this because maybe you're watching this on social media. I don't know. But it's wild to me that people still think that a lot of their customers aren't on social media. And so a lot of this is like contractors, HVAC, plumbing, dentists, right? Or B2B companies. You're not really selling to a consumer. You're a business that's selling to another business. And I get it. I get that thought process. In a practical sense, it makes sense, right? You're like, they're not that business, or the people aren't on social. The people that are on social media aren't looking for a plumber. They're not looking for. People are always looking for these things, especially when they need them. And what's funny is the amount of times that I log in to Facebook, especially Facebook, particularly, or maybe even Twitter. I don't know, X, and people are posting, "Hey, I live in this area and I need a good blank contractor, plumber, HVAC person, someone to come shoot video for my wedding." Literally, I see these posts almost every day, literally every day. And so if you're not showing up in their feeds, if you're not actually showing up in for example, here in Marion, we're in downtown Marion. Behind me is downtown. There are so many of these groups. There's one called Marion Connects, where people just post questions, or they can post, "Hey, there's some events going on right now." And people often post, "Hey, where can I find this? Where can I find a good dentist?" And you could literally just scour through there once every few days and then just answer, "Hey, we would love to help you. We'd love to help you. We'd love to help you." That's it. And you could get so many more customers. They're on social media, promise you. I don't even know if I need to dig into this one anymore. Literally, it doesn't matter who you serve. They're on social media. I promise. Mythbuster number 2. If my marketing is working, then I'll know right away. So basically is, hey, we've done marketing for 2 weeks. I should know if it's working. I should see sales pouring in. That is complete crap. If you haven't really been marketing, maybe you've been posting a little bit here and there, or you've put a little bit of money into billboards or something like that. You're expecting it from 2 weeks for your business just to explode. It's time to get a reality check. That's not how this works. If you have watched any of our episodes, you've probably heard me harp on the know, like, and trust thing. So we're just going to go back to that real quick. So People need to be able to spend time with you, to see you more often, to know, like, and trust you. And when people trust you, they will do business with you. And so oftentimes people need to see you repeatedly. They need to see you repeatedly, or they need to see even testimonials from other people. Be like, hey, use this person. It was a big deal. Boom, trust. It's done. Like, the trust is just automatically there, because they've already heard from someone that they trust saying that you are trustworthy and that you do a good job. And that's all they needed to hear. I can't tell you how many clients I've gotten that way, by not just them telling other people, but like me getting a testimonial from them, posting it on my social media or on my website, and then them seeing that, be like, oh, I know that person. If they use them, I'm going to use them. And it's crazy. Okay. So when it comes to marketing, you can't just expect it just overnight. Okay. It takes time. And so what we tell people here at Growing Media is, when we start with a new business, even if they were with an existing marketing agency, even if they were doing well and things were progressing, before, but they just wanted to do more. They wanted to see how we could change things for them. We tell them, please wait at least 3 months, 90 days, at least. And honestly, it should be a year. You should wait an entire year, because then you can get the whole year wrapped. You can see what worked, see what didn't work, in what season, and in which month, and all this stuff. Like, you have so much to compare it to understand, okay, this is what worked, this is what didn't. And then you can know what to double down on. And you can double down on the things that work, the things that create revenue, the things that create impact, the things that create a difference in the industry that you want to be creating a difference in. So don't think that think about it like this. Like, if you kind of played guitar, right? And you kind of learned growing up, and you do a little bit here and there, like you probably pick it up like once a month, and you've really lost your chops, right? There's no consistency, and you decide, you know what? I'm going to go play for this band that plays every weekend and play 2 or 3 shows a weekend. Friend, you're not going to be ready. You're not going to be good enough. You're not going to know all those songs. It's going to be a struggle. And the first few months, it's probably going to be a little rough. You're going to make some mistakes. You're going to have to figure out, okay, I can't use this guitar for this thing, or I can't use this piece of gear anymore because it's so heavy I can't lug it around. It's the same type of concept. You cannot just start doing something and expect results right away. It's the same thing as going to the gym. It's crazy how people will go to the gym for 2 weeks and quit because they don't really see or feel that different. But if you were to go to the gym consistently and eat well for 3 to 6 months, you would probably be a whole new person. And then think about a whole year from now, oh my gosh, a completely new person. Like, there'd be so much transformation. And so you cannot expect things. Marketing is just like that. You cannot expect things to happen overnight, because things don't happen overnight. And we live in this world where we expect things to happen so quickly, and it doesn't work like that. So be patient. Okay. Now let's hit the last one. Now this is a good one, because it's kind of what I talked about. If I get all of my business from referrals, I don't really need marketing. It's a good point, right? Like, why would I spend money to get more customers if I'm doing great with referrals and not having to spend any money on marketing? That's great. What if the referrals dry up? What are your goals? Do you want to stay where you're at? You might be busy now, but think about, well, what if we doubled the business? What if we hired all these people? What if you were able to provide double the amount of income for families in your area, to feed them, to house them, for them to have jobs so that they can go do whatever they want to do? You got to think a little bit bigger. And not to mention, what if the referrals stop? Like, what if people just stop referring you? What if you have a bad season of referrals where people they forgot about you? But guess what? If you were marketing, you had a whole nother leg of getting leads, getting customers. And guess what? A lot of marketing stuff, it can last forever. or at least be evergreen to where if somebody were to stumble upon that piece of content, they were to stumble upon your website, then all that marketing stuff that you paid for is still returning dividends for you. So you have to think, you can't just be like, you know what, things are good right now, I don't want to think about the future. You got to think about the future, friend, because if you don't, you may not have a future in what you're doing. And that's tough to hear. I mean, think about it. Like if someone were to recommend you as, you know, so like, say like you get referrals, you get your phone number passed around, but if someone were to recommend you in passing and they weren't able to give out your information, your phone number, and they go to Google you, what are they going to see? Have you thought about that? Have you thought about what people see on Google or online for you to get business from them? Because that matters. It matters more than ever right now, because that's how people find people, is searching online. So you need marketing. Okay. Hope these helped. I hope you're convinced that you need some sort of marketing. Maybe you don't need a billion videos and this huge production and this huge thing, but you need some marketing, and we would love to help you with that. So if you need help with any of your marketing, whether it's video, whether it's just getting a plan going, like maybe you want to start out doing it yourself, but you need a plan, reach out to us at growingmediamarketing.com. We would love to help you in any way possible. We love to help you grow your business, because that's what matters most, is growing your business. All right, that's it for this episode, and we will see you on the next one.